We have been through this 6 ways to Sunday. I have not been fair to you from the beginning. I was so out of my mind with grief over the loss of Riva that I wasn't thinking straight when I let Michael make you.
But I am here now. You can't just unload me on a bunch of strangers.
I told you, after a short time, a few months, if you want to come back here, we'll talk about that.
I don't believe it.
But I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Okay. All right. Look. I thought that I could teach you enough about Riva that you would be so much like her that the kids wouldn't have to go through the agony of losing their mother again. But I've learned the hard way that there are some things you just cannot teach. I told you so much about Riva's history. I told you about her little quirks and her little nuances. But even if I believed that I could teach you all of those, it wouldn't matter. And that's not your fault. You see, I can't give you Riva's heart. I can't give you her soul. So when you look at me in a certain way, when you speak to me in a certain way, I'm reminded of her. I see her. And then it's like I have to lose her all over again. And I can't handle that anymore.
You don't have to. Because...
Listen to me. In a way, you're right. These next few months, they may not make any difference at all. Because they won't bring her back to me. And I miss her. I still love her so much. So deeply. And I always will.
It's just like you, Joshua, to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You've been through so much. So much loss and so much pain, and you never gave into it, did you? You kept it together for the family, no matter what it cost you. Harlan was right. You're golden through and through. You sacrificed your happiness to keep this family happy.
I didn't sacrifice anything. My happiness died in a plane crash.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because she's here with you now. In your heart and in your soul, she's with you. Always, Joshua.
You're so much different than you were before. You're almost exactly like her.
I am what I am because of you. Because of your love.
No.
And that will never change.
But you see, that's the problem. I made you love me.
No one could make me love you. That's why I was put on this earth to do.
No.
Do you remember when Shane almost died in that building that collapsed? Do you remember how we would have done anything to keep him alive? And that's what it's like when you lose someone that you love more than anything else in the world. You do crazy things.
Don't do this to me, okay? Don't use my memories against me. You see, right now, this is what I'm talking about. In this very moment, you are so much like her. And that's exactly why you have to go. You do things like this. You use my past. You try to comfort me in a way that she would. And I start getting pulled into that, but I'm not going to let it happen anymore. I'm not going to fall for it anymore because in the long run, it hurts you and it hurts me because you are not...
Because I am her. I'm her,
she's
Joshua.
the one I want. She's what I want.
I'm Reva.
No,
I'm
don't
Reva.
say that,
I was
please.
the one that was in that hospital with you, Joshua. It was me. Don't you remember I took Shane's little toy boat there to the hospital and I wanted to give it to him and they wouldn't let me do it, the people at the hospital, and I cried. Do you remember that? You took that boat, you put it in your pocket inside your jacket and you took it into him. Do you remember that?
I must have told you that.
No.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
No. Joshua, please. It's me. I'm here. This is me. It's Reva. I'm your Reva.
Don't try to replace her. Nobody can do that. Nobody.
That night, the night of Lizzie's party, I went to meet Carl at the potting shed. I was late, and he wasn't there anymore. But he was waiting for me outside in the dark.